محافظة الدقهلية. Let's start our session for today. Today we will have Connect Primary 6, Unit 9, Lesson 1. First, جحا's stories. نشوف كده النهاردة. We will listen and read why do the man and his son carry the donkey. ليه الراجل وابنه شالوا الحمار. هنشوف الحوار كده. Mom, what are you doing لما؟ تعملي ايه يا لما يا ترى؟ لما I am writing a review of one of Goha's stories. This the one about a man who goes to the market with his son and a donkey. يبقى بتكتب كده ريفيو او بتبتدي تكتب تعليق ليها على قصص جحا، وهي عن راجل راح السوق مع ابنه والحمار. The setting is the countryside. The setting is the countryside. يبقى المكان هنا countryside الريف. Many years ago, two of the characters, the man, his son, take turns riding the donkey. يعني كان الراجل وابنه بدأوا يتبادلوا الركوب على الحمار because it's a long journey. When the boy rides the donkey, the people they pass say he should let his father ride. لما شافوا كده الولد راكب على الحمار فقال كان لازم يخلي والده اللي يركب. When the man rides the donkey, لما الراجل ركب الحمار, they say that he should let his son have a turn. لازم ابنه كمان ياخد دوره ويركب الحمار. Then say the donkey must be tired. والحمار كمان ممكن يتعب. So in the ending of the story, في نهاية القصة, they both carry the donkey. هما الاتنين شالوا الحمار. تمام. his stories are both funny and clever, aren't they? القصص بتاعته مضحكة جدا وطبعا هو برضو clever. القصص بتاعته فيها مهارة وقصص جميلة. aren't they؟ مش كده ولا ايه؟ لما yes they are. He is a great narrator too. هو بيحكي برضو، هو شخص بيحكي القصة بشكل جيد. I love the details he gives about the characters. I love the details he gives about the characters, the setting and everything that happens. يبقى أنا بحب التفاصيل اللي بيديها لنا عن الشخصيات والمكان وكل شيء بيحصل. So do I. In fact, his stories are popular all over the world. القصص بتاعته مشهورة جدا في أنحاء العالم. But he is known by different names. هو معروف بأسامي كتير. For example, in Sudan, he is جوحة. في السودان بيعرف باسم جوحة. In Algeria, في الجزائر, he is جها. And in Morocco, he is جها. ده اسمه في الدول دي. Let's move to another part. Are the stories the same in every country? هل القصص بتاعته دي نفس التفاصيل في كل دولة أو في كل بلد؟ There are some differences, but they all have a moral that Goha wants to teach us. يبقى طبعا في اختلافات لكن في قيمة أخلاقية جحا عايز يعلمها لنا. What do you think the moral of the story؟ تفتكري ايه هي القيمة الأخلاقية؟ فاهمة؟ that you can't make everyone happy. مش هتقدر تسعد كل واحد. You can't make everyone happy. Mom, I think Joha is right about that. يبقى هو محق في الكلام ده. جحا طبعا I think Joha is right about that. Me too. I am happy that I know which story to write about. يبقى أنا كمان فرحانة إن أنا عرفت إيه القصة اللي هكتب عنها بعد كده. Okay, so you like the story? Yes, let's move to another part. We will say about, we first found here, if we move, we have here a question first. We have here, why do the man and his son carry the donkey? We can say they carry the donkey because they think it must be tired. هم افتكروا ان هو ممكن يكون تعب. Let's move to another part. Listen and read again. Write T, true or false, if. Correct the false sentences in your notebook. وهنبتدي نشوف كده الجمل، نشوف صح ولا غلط، ونبتدي نصحح الجمل الغلط. Number 1. The setting of the story is a market. المكان اللي فيه الستوري هو السوق. طبعا this is true. Number 1 true. في نهاية الشريحة بعد ما نخلص هنعرض الإجابات كاملة إن شاء الله. Number 2. There are 3 main characters in the story. في 3 شخصيات رئيسية في الستوري. Yes, it's true. Goha and his son, Goha, his son, and also the donkey. Number 3, Goha is known as Jaha in Morocco, or معروف بالاسم ده. No, it's false. طبعا. Number 4, Goha's stories are not the same all over the world. هي مش نفس الستوري، نفس التفاصيل في كل أنحاء العالم. Yes, true. Number 5, Lama and her mom disagree with the moral of the story. هل هم تعارضوا في القيمة الأخلاقية في الستوري؟ We can say Lama and her mother agree. Yes, number 5, it's false. They correct sentence طبعا هتبقى agree. Let's move to the answers. Here are the answers. Number 1, true. Number 2, true. Number 3, false. It will be Goha is known as Jaha in Morocco. Number 4, T. Number 5, false. Number 4, we said T or true. Number 5, false. Lama and her mom agree with the moral of the story. Let's move to another part. Here, write the words in bold in the dialogue next to their meaning. هنبتدي نشوف كده المعاني بتاعتنا. في كلمات قابلتنا في الستوري مكتوبة بالخط التقيل، هنختار منها الكلمات اللي لايقة على المعنى ده. Number 1, the people or animals in the story. يبقوا الناس أو الحيوانات اللي في القصة. We can say characters. Number 1, characters. Number 2, the last part of the story of a story. آخر جزء في القصة. It's yes ending. هنعرض طبعا الشريحة اللي فيها الإجابات بعد كده. Number 3, the time and the place where a story happens. Yes, setting. Number 4, the lesson you learn from a story. Yes, it's moral. Number 5, the person who tells the story. We can say narrator. Let's move to the answers. Number 1, characters. Number 2, ending. Number 3, setting. Number 4, moral. Number 5, narrator. And let's move to another part. We have here complete the notes with information about the story. هنبتدي نتكلم كده ونطلع المعلومات دي. characters الشخصيات ايه هي يا ترى؟ setting المكان. narrator هو مين اللي بيحكي القصة. ending نهاية الستوري. والمورال القيمة الأخلاقية. Okay, let's move to the answers. We can say the characters are the man, his son, the donkey. setting المكان اللي فيه الستوري. at the countryside many years ago. ده المكان والوقت. narrator Goha. Number 4, or we have here next ending, the boss carries the donkey. دي نهاية الستوري ان هما الاثنين شالوا الحمار. Number and last one, and number 5, moral, that you can't make everyone happy. You can't make everyone happy. Let's move to another part. Make notes about your favorite story. Think about the characters, setting, narrator, ending, moral. يبقى هنبتدي كده نختار قصة بنحبها ونتكلم عنها، نشوف الشخصيات بتاعتها، المكان، السيتنج، التفاصيل الخاصة بالمكان والوقت، narrator اللي هيحكي الستوري، ending نهاية الستوري، وأخيرا moral القيمة الأخلاقية. And the last part in our lesson, work in pairs. Tell your partner about your favorite story. Use your note in exercise 5. يبقى بعد ما عملنا اخترنا القصة زي ما عملنا في exercise 5، هنبتدي نعمل ملاحظاتنا أو نكتب بعض الجمل عن الستوري. We can say my favorite story is the characters are it takes place in. Okay, now let's move to unit 9 lesson 2. We have here a message in the bottle. A message in the bottle. رسالة في الزجاجة. We will listen and read the beginning of the story. Let's start. Tom's grandparents lived by the sea. The beach near their house was quiet and beautiful, and he loved to go there with them. They swam, surfed, and played games on the sand. يبقى Tom's grandparents كانوا عايشين قرب من البحر، بالقرب من البحر. The beach near their house، الشط قريب جدا للبيت. was quiet، كان هادي وجميل. and beautiful. He loved to go there، يحب يروح هناك. with them، معاهم. they swam، بيعوموا. surfed، يركبوا الأمواج. played games، يلعبوا ألعاب. on the sand، في الرمل. One day they were swimming in the sea when Tom saw a glass bottle in the water. Look, Granddad, let's put it in the trash. وفي يوم كده كانوا ماشيين كانوا بيعوموا في البحر، وشافوا إزازة، زجاجة في المية، فبيقول له روك جراند يلا نجيبها. let's put it in the trash، ناخدها ونرميها في الزبالة، سلة الزبالة. I have a better idea, said Granddad. جده هنا قال لي أنا عندي فكرة حلوة. let's write a message in a bottle. يلا نكتب رسالة ونحطها في الإزازة دي. what's a message in a bottle؟ يا ترى هنكتب ايه في الرسالة؟ You write a message on a piece of paper. Fold the paper and put it in the bottle, then throw the bottle out to sea for someone else to find. يبقى احنا نكتب رسالة في ورقة صغيرة ونتني الورقة ونحطها جوه الإزازة. put it in a bottle then throw the bottle، هنرمي الإزازة to sea، في البحر. to find، عشان نشوف كده يا ترى something else to find، هندور على حاجة كده نشوف هنوصل لإيه، الرسالة هتوصل لمين. back to the house، رجعنا البيت. Granddad washed the glass، غسل الإزازة. and gave Tom a pen and a piece of paper، اداله قلم وورقة. Tom was writing his message، كان بيكتب رسالته كده. when grandma came in the room، لما جت تيتا للأوضة. what are you doing؟ بتقول تعملوا إيه يا ترى؟ فهنا بيقول توم I am writing a message in a bottle، هنكتب رسالة كده نحطها في الإزازة. do you want to read it؟ تحب تقريها؟ let's move. الرسالة بتاعتنا. hello, my name is Tom. I am 11 years old and I am from the USA. My favorite things are space, animals and the color blue. يبقى هو بيتكلم عن نفسه. عنده 11، هو توم عنده 11 سنة ومن أمريكا. الحاجات اللي بيحبها الفضاء والحيوانات واللون الأزرق. What are your favorite things؟ طب وانت بتحب ايه؟ Please email back to tell me. يا ترى ابعت لي تاني كده ويرد على رسالتي. My email address is tom@beachnet.usa from Tom. ويشوف بقى يا ترى هيرد عليه بعد كده لما هيحصل ايه بعد كده. The next day Tom and grandparents went to the beach، راحوا الشط and to throw the bottle into the sea، عشان يرموا الزجاجة دي في البحر. Many years passed، وعدت سنين كتيرة. and Tom grew up، وتوم كبر. He and his grandparents forgot about the message، نسيوا خالص موضوع الرسالة ده اللي كانت في الإزازة. then one day، في يوم من الأيام Tom was working، كان شغال كده when granddad sent him a message. بعت له كده granddad رسالة. Okay. Let's move to another part. We will make note about the beginning of the story. يا ترى هنشوف كده نتكلم أو نعمل بعض الملاحظات عن الستوري. The characters are, the setting is, the first important event is. We can say the characters are Tom, Granddad, and Grandma. The setting is the beach. Number 3, the first important event is هو اللي هو ايه بقى الحدث is finding the bottle. Finding the bottle. So the characters are Tom, Granddad, Grandma. The setting is the beach. The first important event is finding the bottle. Let's move to another part. We will work in pairs. What do you think happened next in the story؟ هنتكلم كده مع بعض work in pairs كل اتنين مع بعض ونبتدي نشوف يا ترى ايه اللي ممكن نتوقعه يحصل في الستوري تاني بعد كده. Let's move to another part. We will speak about the past continuous and stories to say what was happening at a particular time in the past. هنتكلم النهارده عن الماضي المستمر اللي بيتكلم عن اللي بيحصل في منطقة أو في وقت معين في الماضي. طبعا الماضي المستمر بيكون من was, were, verb ing. طبعا was مع I, he, she, it. were مع we, you, they والجمع. يبقى was, were plus the ing form yesterday afternoon. John was walking his dog. كان walking his dog. هتلاقي هنا طبعا was plus verb plus ing. We can also use the past continuous with when. بنستخدمه مع كلمة بتدل عليه اللي هو كلمة when بمعنى عندما and the past symbol to show عشان يورينا زمن الماضي when one action interrupt another in the past. يبقى حدث قطع آخر في الماضي زي الجملة دي. وهنلاحظ ان when لو جت في الأول يجي وراها الباست سيمبل الماضي البسيط ثم الماضي المستمر past continuous. لو جت في النص نفس الحكاية برضه هيبقى قبلها الماضي المستمر وبعدها الماضي البسيط. عندنا أمثلة هنتكلم عنها. One day they were playing in the park when they found a note. يبقى هنلاحظ القاعدة دي مهمة جدا وممكن تيجي في الامتحان بتبقى choose the correct answer. يبقى عندنا هنلاحظ الجزء اللي قبل when ماضي مستمر والجزء اللي بعدها ماضي بسيط. One day they were playing in the park when they found a note. I was reading a book. كنت بقرأ كتاب وبعدين اللي حصل when my dad came home. ماضي مستمر ماضي بسيط. Okay, let's move to another part. Find and underline the past continuous form in the story. الستوري أو القصة اللي قريناها كده هنبتدي نعمل إيه؟ نشوف وندور على الماضي المستمر في الستوري. Okay, we can find one day they were swimming in the sea when عندنا Tom was writing his message when grandma came in the room. وعندنا Tom was working when granddad sent him a message. Okay, let's move to another part. Complete the sentences with past continuous or past simple form of the verbs in brackets. هنكمل طبعا جمل بالماضي المستمر أو الماضي البسيط بشكل الفعل اللي بين الأقواس. Number 1 فاطمة do her homework when. هنلاحظ طبعا قلنا قاعدة when قبلها يبقى الماضي المستمر وبعدها الماضي البسيط عشان كده هتبقى do هنعملها was. فاطمة طبعا هتبقى was doing her homework when she والget هتبقى في الباست هتبقى got. بعد ما نخلص طبعا الحل هنعرض الشريحة اللي فيها الإجابة طبعا. غادة and I هنلاحظ برضه هنطبق نفس القاعدة الماضي المستمر غادة وأنا يبقى تاخد الجمع يبقى where والplay هتبقى playing. computer games when her brother arrived طبعا هنخليها past هتبقى arrived. Number 3 I هننفي طبعا هنا ماضي مستمر منفي يبقى I wasn't watching TV when you called me. Number 4 هتبقى were you looking at the phone when I see you in the street. Let's move to the answers. Here are the answers. Okay. Let's move to another part. What was happening yesterday? Use the past continuous to describe the pictures. يبقى ايه اللي كان بيحصل امبارح؟ هنستخدم برضو زمن الماضي المستمر عشان نعبر عن الصور. عندنا حازم watch football match Egypt score goal. لو حبينا نعمل جملة we can say هنشوف كده وتاني صورة Dad read newspaper Lena come. Number 3 أيمن ride bike phone ring. هنبتدي نطبق قاعدة كده فيها. Let's move to the answers. حازم was watching a football match when Egypt scored a goal. Number 2 Dad was reading a newspaper when Lena came home. Number 3 Ayman was riding his bike when his phone rang. Okay. Let's move to another part. We have here read the start of another story, underline the examples of the past continuous and circle example of the past simple. يبقى احنا هنعمل ايه؟ الجمل هنحط خط تحت الباست continuous الماضي المستمر، ولما نلاقي ماضي بسيط هنحط circle دايرة. My friend Ali and I were playing in the forest yesterday. It was a lovely afternoon. Let's move to the answers. We can say my friend and Ali and I were playing. حطينا underline لأن ده ماضي مستمر past continuous in the forest yesterday. It was a lovely afternoon and the sun was shining. حطينا line. We were hoping to see some interesting animals and birds. We were walking along the path when suddenly we saw a little house in the distance. Let's go and look at the house, said Ali. I was a bit scared and didn't want to go, but I followed him. When we got near the house, there was, we can say, let's move to another part. You are going to write the beginning of another story, finding something on a beach before you write, make note to answer. هنبتدي نشوف هنعمل ايه؟ هنعمل بداية لقصة أخرى عن finding something on a beach، إن أنت لقينا حاجة على الشط. قبل ما نكتب طبعا notes to answer. ممكن نبتدي نجاوب على الأسئلة دي هتساعدنا. Which beach were you in؟ إيه الشط اللي رحته؟ What time of the day was it؟ كان إمتى الميعاد أو الوقت؟ Who were with you؟ مين كان معاك؟ What was the weather like؟ الجو يا ترى كان عامل إيه؟ What were you doing؟ كنت بتعمل إيه؟ What did you find؟ ولقيت إيه؟ ده ممكن نعمله. Let's move to another part. Use your notes to write the beginning of a story. Remember to use past continuous and past simple. هنبتدي برضو نكتب بعض الملاحظات عن بداية لقصة طبعا، أو نستخدم في القصة دي الماضي المستمر والماضي البسيط. على سبيل المثال Yesterday I was on the beach near my house. It was morning and it was sunny. I was walking with my friend when we. هنبتدي نكمل الستوري دي. Let's move to another part. Read your partner's story. What do you like about it? What can your partner improve? يبقى هنبتدي نشوف كده أصدقائنا كتبوا إيه عن الستوري. هنبتدي نكتب ملاحظاتنا زي ما اتعودنا. characters الشخصيات، narrator اللي بيحكي القصة، setting المكان والوقت، first important event والحدث الأهم. Okay, let's move to part 11. Working pairs, role play in an interview. Student A, you are journalist. Ask student B question about what happened in the story. هنبتدي نعمل زي حوار ايه اللي حصل في القصة. You are the character in the story. We found something on the beach. Answer student A question. يعني هنبتدي زي المثال اللي عندنا ده. Where were you? I was on the beach near. What were you doing? We were. نبتدي نحكي عن الستوري او عن الكلام الستوري اللي احنا هنقولها او هنعمل جمل عنها. What was the weather like? يا ترى it was raining, it was hot, it was sunny. Okay. Let's move to another part. Present your interview to other students. You might like to record yourself on your phone. هنبتدي نقدم المقابلة بتاعتنا لأصحابنا وممكن نحتاج لو حبينا نسجلها على التليفون بتاعنا. Finally, the last part. Listen to the other interviews. Tell each pair one thing you like about their interviews. بعد ما سمعنا كده من اللقاءات بتاعتنا هنقول حاجة عجبتنا and one thing you could do better وحاجة نحتاج نحسنها. Okay. Finally, I'd like to thank you all. We finished our session for today. انتهت حصة النهاردة. See you next week إن شاء الله. Goodbye.